All right, let's go to number 7. Circular plot of land. Sure. Can I get a chocolate? All right, a circular plot of land has an area of 7x to the 5th minus x cubed plus 4x. Thank you so much. Thank you.
If the walkway around this piece of land has an area of x to the 4th power minus 4x to the 3rd power plus 2x, what is the area of the land and walkway combined?
All right, thank you so much. That was awesome. All right, so combine means you need to what? Add them up. Very good. So let's see. 7x to the 5th minus x cubed plus 4x squared plus 9. I don't have an x to the 4th, so I'm going to put it right there. I don't have a 2x, so I'm going to put it right there. All right? All right, 7x to the 5th doesn't have a partner, so it's just 7x to the 5th. That's it. X to the 4th doesn't have a partner either, right? So plus x to the 4th. The only ones that have a partner are the cube ones. That's it. So what would negative x cubed and negative 4x cubed be? Negative 5x cubed plus 4x squared plus 2x plus 9. There you go, and that's my answer. It's long because you can only combine one of them, the x cubes. All right, the width of Adrian's rooms is x minus 5. He knows that the length is 4 times the width. So what do I have to do? If the length is 4 times the width, you got to multiply that width by 4. Very good. Yes? All right, so what's 4 times x?
4.
And 4 times negative 5? Negative 20. All right, so this is my length, and that's my width. Find the perimeter. Very good. I got to multiply both of them by 2 so that I can get both lengths and both widths, because it's the area around the figure. And then I can add them, right? So 2 times x, 2x, 2 times negative 5, negative 10, or minus 10, same thing, right? 2 times 4x, 8x minus 40, right? And now I can combine. And they're already lined up for me and everything. That was beautiful. What's 2x plus 8x? 10x. And negative 10 and negative 40? Minus 50. There you go. Yay? All right, the next one. All right, on this one, you need to know how to figure out how to calculate the volume of a cube. First of all, what's special about a cube? All sides are equal, and it's got 6 faces. Yes. And how do you calculate the volume? Thank you. Length times width times height. Very good. But the length and the width and the height are all the same. And what are they? X minus 1. So this would be x minus 1 times x minus 1 times x minus 1. Now don't freak. Just chunk it, right? Do the first 2. So my fabulous and wonderful boxes, which are amazing because they help you out a whole lot. So what would this be? X squared negative x negative x. That's the same thing. And then this one 1. And I can add this too, right? So that would become x squared minus 2x plus 1, right? And now I got to multiply that by x minus 1. So I cannot do a 2 by 2 box. What do I have to do? 3 by 2. That's a trinomial. This is a binomial. What degree is this one? 2. What degree is that one? 1. Very good. So I got to do a 3 by 2. Yay? All right. What about here? What's x times x squared? There you go. 2 and 1. You add the exponents. You cannot forget what you've already learned. What about this one? Negative x squared. There you go. What about this one? Negative 2 x squared. Don't be afraid. Let's go. That's not x. That's 2x. This one? X. And that one? Negative 1. And I can add here and there. Alright, so x cubed minus 3x squared. Over here? Plus 3x. Minus 1. Yay? Alright, the first thing that I'm going to do is I don't want to deal with feet and miles, so we're just going to change that to square feet. I'm just going to change that to square feet, babies, okay? It's just easier that way. Alright. So a rectangular park is twice as long as it is wide. So how much is this, if that's the width? No, the length, thank you. The length is twice as the width. So what is the width? Say it. X. And what is the length? 2x. Alright, so it has a trail that goes around it. Yes? And that trail is 3 all around. It says the area of the trail, this is the trail, so that area is 108. I'm going to color code them. And I got to figure out what's the area of the park. The park is inside, right? If you've ever been to Memorial Park, it's just like this, right? It's got a big trail around it. It's pretty cool to go walk. Alright? So, we need this. That's what I want. What's this area? But the only thing I have is the area of the yellow, which is the trail. Right? So I got to come up with an equation with that area. So what do you notice about the trail? It's a square. It's a rectangle. It's not a square. It's a rectangle. What did you say, Priscilla? Yes, it is 3 around, so you got to take that under consideration. Very good. What else? How can I calculate that area? There, okay, very good. So this side, very good, Daniela, would be 2x plus 6. Why does Daniela say that that side is 2x plus 6? Because there's 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom. And then what would be the width?
X plus 6.
There you go. You got the x, and then 3 over here and 3 over there. Now, that's the big square, right? Not square. Rectangle. So how can I figure out that area that's color yellow? Say that again, Evelyn. Say it. Say it. Say it. Thank you very much. Thank you for yelling at me because I can't hear. Thank you. So I'm gonna get the area of the big one, and I'm gonna take away the area of the There you go. And that should be equal to what? 108. All right, so let's do the big one. All right, so the area of the big one would be... Oh my God, you guys scared me. Yeah, you guys scored me. All right, so the area of the big is length times width, right? So it would be 2x plus 6 times x plus 6. So I got to do a box for that. I'm running out of space, so I'm going to go ahead and do my boxes over here. All right, so help me out.
2x squared.
Thank you. 12x, 6x, and 30, and I can add that, right? All right, so the area of the big one would be 2x squared plus 18x plus 36. All right, now let's do the area of the small. What are the length and width of the small one, which is in orange?
2x.
And that one's real easy because it's 2x squared, right? And I got to subtract them, and I got to subtract this one from the other one, right? So minus 2x squared, right? So that's canceled. So it's 18x plus 36. Now that's this area, right? Which is equal to 108. Now we can solve for x. Go ahead and solve for x and tell me what the value of x is. How much?
4.
Awesome. But that's just the x. I need the area of the park. The orange. What is the orange?
You multiply the 2x for 8.
To what? What is the orange? You got it. You're just not saying it. Eyes on me. What's the A? What's the A? Okay, I need this area, right? So what is the expression for this area? Is that for my homeroom? Yes, yes, thank you. What is it? 32? Where's that 32 coming from? What are you doing to get that 32? That's what I want to know. Alright, so the area, this area is the small one, right? Yes? Which is 2x squared. And now you got to plug in that 4 over there. So that becomes 2. 4 to the second power, which is 32. Good job. I just needed you to tell me, where did it come from? So that I know you know how to do it. Alright, let's do the next one. I heard that. That was not nice. Mocking me. I love you too. Alright, the revenue of the jewelry store is represented by... That's the revenue. First of all, you need to know what revenue is. And the cost is that. Again, I got to figure out the profit. What's revenue? And then this yeah, you go like that. Then this becomes, I don't know how to do it because I don't know the vocabulary. Revenue is what's coming in. What's another name for revenue? Huh? No, profit is different. Income? What else? That's an income is another word for revenue. Very good. What else? Sales, income, revenue. That all means the same. Okay? How do you calculate your profit? What are you subtracting? Very good. You have to subtract. That's very good. But what are we subtracting? The sales minus the what? Minus the what? I can't hear. The cost, not the profit. We're calculating the profit. And the profit is you take all your sales and you take away from the sales what it cost you to start your business, right? If it takes me $10,000 to start a business, I don't start making profit until I reach what? 10,000, right? And I recover everything that I invested, right? Yes? And then after those $10,000, then I'm good to go because everything is profit, right? I already paid off my $10,000 that I had to probably borrow from a bank to start my business, okay? All right, so what are my sales? 3m cubed plus 5m squared minus m plus 2. And I have to take away 5m squared minus 2m minus 8. Notice how I put it over here so that I can line it up, right? And I put that in parentheses because what happens now? Everything is the opposite. So that 5m squared is negative. That's positive. And that's positive. And that goes out the window. This one just comes down, right? What happens over here? Cancel out. Here. 1m. And here? 10. And we're done. Yay? Alright, we're not going to do this one at the bottom. We've done plenty of those. Where you subtract. Perimeter is too easy to do, right? You're just adding. Let's give us a little bit something more challenging. Alright, so let's go to the back. I want to do the back. I do want to do the back. And then the rest we're probably going to do during tutoring today for challenges, okay? Alright, so let's go to number 1. We're going to go to the top in a minute. Alright, Mrs. Leland is cutting out squares for a geometry game. The last square, let's start organizing mine, has a side length 3 inches longer than the first square. Do you know the first square? No, right now you don't know. Write an expression that could be used to find the area. So length times width, I'm going to have to multiply. Of the last square, if the first square is x. Now the last one is 3 inches longer than that. So x plus 3, right? Because it's 3 inches longer. And I want the area of the last one. So that's a square. What's special about a square? Four sides are equal. How do you calculate the area of that? Multiplied, right? Alright. Listen up. Eyes on me. Those two things are the same. Why do I say that those two things are the same? It's this one multiplied by itself how many times? Twice, right? That's what exponent means. So I gotta do a box for that, don't I? Alright. First square in the box. X squared. Here? 3x. Thank you. There? 3x. And this one would be 9, right? And I can add those two. Alright, so what's the expression for the area of the last square? X squared plus 6x plus 9. And I'm done. Okay? Alright, let's go to the next one. Kirk designs a square flower garden that has the same area as a rectangular one. Okay, let's start organizing our thinking. You have a square garden that has the same area as a rectangular garden. So this area is the same as that one. That's supposed to be a square. The length of the rectangular garden, so this is the length is always the longest one, is 10 feet longer than the side of the square. Do you know the sides of the square? You do? So those would be what? X's. And why do I put X's on both sides? Because it's a square, all sides are equal. Now the length of the rectangle is 10 feet longer than that one. There you go. And the width is 5 feet shorter than this one. And now both areas are the same. How do you calculate the area of a square? So that would be x times x, which is x squared. And then this would be x plus 10 times x minus 5. And I'm going to have to do a box for that, right? Love the boxes. I was never taught the boxes, and I hate it. Because I would have learned this so much quicker when I was in Algebra 1. Alright, so x squared minus 5x, plus 10x and negative 50. So what is this? X squared, 5x minus 50. Now I got to solve for y, right? But look what happens. Darn it. Thank you, guys. What happens over here? That's a 0, right? And that's a 0, too. How do I solve this now? Plus 50 on both sides. So for x, right? So 5x equals 50. And then I got to do what? Divide by 5. And x equals what? 10? Okay, but I haven't finished. I don't think so. Because it says, find the side length of the rectangular garden. So I'm looking for this. The side length. So what do I got to do with that 10? Very good. So what's the length? 10 plus 10, which equals 20. And if you want to make sure you're correct, plug it in. The two areas need to be the same, right? So this is 10. What's 10 times 10? This is 20. This is 10 minus 5, which is 5. What's 5 $20 bills? Are the areas the same? Ding, ding, ding. We did it right. Okay? You can always double check this. Are we good? Yes. Why? It's not that serious. I love it. So it's cry of joy. It's really cool, right? When you can put everything together, right? And you go like, darn, I'm learning. It's awesome. It's like the best thing ever. I had a really bad period with the other class, just so you know. You want to be nosy? I'll tell you in a minute. In a hot minute. They got you bad? Yes, they did, and I don't get mad easily. So it must have been really bad, did it? Alright, let's go. An irrigation system used in Midwest is made up of a lawn arm that rotates around a center point. The arm, which contains the sprinkle heads, is 50 yards long. If a farmer wants to add X yards to the length. So the farmer wants to add X yards to this. So how much would it be now? Thank you. Write an expression that gives the total area. Alright, so look in your cheat sheet and tell me how do you calculate the area of a square. Ah, not a square. Oh my God, a circle. Pi r square. Very good. Alright, so pi, I'm just going to leave it as pi. because I'm not looking for the actual area or the value of x. I'm just looking for the expression. So don't worry about that pi. Just put it in the answer and that's it. Now what's the radius of that circle? Really? Just 50? Thank you. X plus 50. And you have to square that. Which means how many of those parentheses you got? 2. Very good. Alright, so I gotta do a square box now, right? Let's do the box. Alright. X squared, thank you. 50x. 50x. I think it's 2500. Double check. Yay? Alright, and then we can add those, right? Yes? Alright, so this becomes pi times, what comes out of there? X squared plus 100x plus 2500. And ding, 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 you're done. Yay? Alright, let's go to the top 3. How do you calculate the area of a triangle? Thank you. Base times height divided by 2. What's my base? There you go. What's my height? X. So let's distribute, right? What's x times x? X squared. What's x times 5? And then you got to divide all of that by 2. Yay? Alright. So what's x squared divided by 2? Really? Alright. Say that again. Half an x. Thank you. That's 1x squared. 1 divided by 2. Half. Pretty simple, right? Don't overthink it. Alright, so this would be half x squared. Oh, we got an x over here, don't we? I forgot my x. And then this one, just leave it like it is. Or you can change it to 0.5 and then this one 2.5. It's okay with me, okay? Yay? Alright, how do you calculate the area of a trapezoid? Pi? Alright. Oh, height. I'm sorry. I thought somebody said pi, and I said pi? No. That's only for pies, which are in the shape of a circle. Yeah, they sure are. Alright, so what is it? Height? Divided by 2. Alright, what's the height? What's my best 1 and my best 2? So let's add them, right? Because we got to add them, right? Those 2 are my bases. Yes? Alright, so let's add it. What can we add? The x's? 2. No, that's not x squared. You're not multiplying. That's how I'm going to get you tomorrow. Don't you dare. That's x plus x, which is 2 x's. 1 x and another x, 2 x's. Big happy family. Alright? What is negative 4 and 6? Very good. Yes? Oh my God. And then you got to divide all of that by 2. But I got to do a box for the top. 2 by 2 box. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. There was a song when I was in middle school that was like that. 2 by 2 by 2, the Lion King. 2 by 2 by 2. It was kind of cool. I liked it. I'm sure you guys think it's dorky, but it was kind of cool. All right. So, over here. 2x squared. 2x. 2x. And 2. And I can add that, right? All right. So this would be 2x squared plus 4x plus 2. But I got to divide everything by 2. So what's Thank you.
plus 2x plus 1.
Oh my god. And that's how it's done, B2. I just gotta say it.
Oh, that's why? Did they not understand it?
Oh my god, they were driving me insane today. Alright, are we good?
Yes.
Yes?